Hello there. So today I decided to teach you guys the basics of motorlocking because a lot of you people probably don't know how I do my motorlocking and how other people do it. Considering motorlocking is a hard thing to start with, but once you understand it, you will be able to do a lot with it. And I will be making some videos on some really advanced ways of doing this type of motorlocking, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so let's just start off with the basics. First off, you're gonna have to get a motor. And the easiest way to change the motors is to press this button here and change the stats before you place them. The only thing you have to do is undo the powered and click on locked. And that way, every time you place a block, it will already be locked, so you don't have to do it by hand afterwards. But when you do change to, like, let's say this block and you go back to the motors, these will not be locked. Yeah. There you go. These will not be locked because you changed the block, and these are locked because you did lock them. People do change those like by hand, just doing this all the time, which is gonna take quite a long time. Also like someone that did that, so it's not something bad. You just gotta like know it, and now you do, so that's good. And in these towers, you can make them connected with either cylinders right there, or you could put wing panels on it if you are making a plane, because it will make it fall slower and do certain things. So I wouldn't do that on like cars and boats. The cylinders are the best for that. So here, let me show you. There you go. It's locked inside a place and connected because the cylinders basically don't touch the top one and the bottom one. And the wings aren't doing that either. You could also use trails, put them on the side like that, like there. And you do have to turn them off because otherwise you'll see lines when you're driving or flying or just doing anything. So that might be annoying. And those are the things to connect them. And once you have that done, you could put TNT if you're in a private server or a public in a public PvP server. You could use the TNT to make it lockable on command. So you got it right now. It's not locked because the TNT is holding back the block from locking. And once you click it, that's when it locks. So you got time to, let's say, move a part around. Let me show you how to do that. Just put like a cylinder here and then a motor over there. You have to put lock on, otherwise it will just spaz out when it goes weld inside the other blocks. And then you put these here, and then you can move it beforehand, like that, and then it locks inside the blocks under it. So let's say you've got blocks over here, and then when you move it and lock it, it should go inside of it. I didn't move it far enough. Like that. And there you go. Then you can weld blocks inside each other and basically make your own wedges, because there are not that many wedges in the game. I've used this technique for the cockpit at the front to make it like a bit more smooth, go into the fuselage. And I also did that for the side of the fuselage over here. Spawn it in. As you can see, it's a lot smoother, and it's half blocks, which you can't really use wedges for. So that makes it a lot smoother. And over here, you got the blocks clipping inside each other. Here's a little open spot, but I don't think that's an issue. You could easily fix that though, with just putting like, let's say, and then it should basically just seal it up so that you don't see those gaps, but you're gonna be able to see those sometime. Now there's no gap there. You just have to look out so that it doesn't clip out on the bottom, because that doesn't really look that good. So that's just an issue that might be annoying, just having to like fit the blocks perfectly, like I have with my Smith over here. This is a very small build, so you have to be very precise with everything. Like this. And then you can barely see it, but there's a slight angle to this, which I use a lot, and it looks very good. What you can also do is use the motorlocking for blocks like thrusters, rocket engines, or maybe wings to make your planes more stable, and lock them inside there. You just have to look out if they clip out of it, like here. But because it's a small build, it doesn't really matter that much. You can see it here, but that's about it. And then you can go very fast. What you can also do with motorlocking is basically, if you need a window to be like, let's say, angled with the block on top of it, like this, then you can actually make like half painted blocks, like exactly like this. Let me show you. And then it'll lock in there. And this half can be colored and this half can be colored. So let's just make this bottom half black. Let's say this is a window. And there you can put the blocks there to make them angled but seem like it's an actual block. So what if you place these here, and you can take off this half, and then you put these halves here and make back one's black, so that it seems like that there's like a division there, like that. That's how you can make some nice windows for cars or anything, to be honest. And that's pretty easy. That's a pretty handy tip that I've used also for my AE86 over here. As you can see, the window, it wouldn't fit, so I made it lock on top of there, because these are 1x2 wedge 2 of half blocks, so you can't put them on top of the windows. Then here you can move it. There you go. Now it looks like it's just a normal block, but it's not, so that's pretty epic. This also shows one another thing that I want to show you guys, and this one is putting movable blocks inside of places that you usually cannot put the blocks. So let's say you want there to be blocks that move. That would not be possible because the blocks would stick, and these are half blocks, so you can't place blocks in between them. So what I did was to put a motor over here, and this one brings this inside of there, and this motor will move it so it can go up and down, and it will go exactly in this spot, as you can see. Now it seems like it's not gonna fit, but when you press G, because it's a locked motor, it has to be locked, otherwise it'll not work. Now when you move, as you can see, they will move and they act like pop-up headlights, which are pretty epic. Another good thing to show over here is when you have like, let's say, an exhaust pipe, and you don't want to be sticking out too far. I made it with the motor, just locking it half inside, because you cannot place rocket engines half inside of anything. So I just locked it inside there with the motor. It's a pretty easy thing to do, but it's just something that might help you out a lot. Because if you have a sticking out one, let's just say here, it won't look that good. Let me show you. It's a lot different, and it's just, yeah, I really don't like it. And as you can see, I did the same thing over here with the fenders. These blocks are usually not able to go with half blocks, so what I did was I just locked them with half a block inside of it. It's not that complicated, it's just something that like you could probably easily do. So, and what I also do is I connect everything to this one tower. That's what I try to do always. If there's no space, you can also do one on the bottom, as long as it goes inside the body, and then you should be good. So how I connect my things are usually with like, let's say here you got cameras connecting this, and over here you got trails connected to this, because sometimes you don't want the cameras to touch, otherwise it would not be lockable. And over here, just half or like wedges facing towards it so it doesn't touch. That's what I also use. So this video is kind of all over the place, and the thing is, I'm just coming up with ideas on the spot. So if there's anything I missed that you want to know about, just let me know in the comments. I'll explain everything in all the videos, because there will be more videos out on Motorlocking, I know that for sure, because it's fairly complicated. So tell me what you guys want to know. Would you want to know how I do something? And I'll probably make a video on them. I read most of the comments, I try to, so let me know in the comments. So please consider subscribing. I will be probably working on the contest for tomorrow, because right now I've been tested for corona, but I will only know if I've got it on Monday, so I do have a day to actually like work on some stuff as well, which is nice I guess, but I hope I don't have it. So wish me luck with that. And also join the group C1K. I'll be like doing some giveaways on that group, just everything, so just try and join that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.